run this race for real this time. Both races have readied up. And we are ready to go. Looks like a potion room here. Monster will be able to pick up a potion. Squega screen watching will likely see that as well, but we'll use this Minotaur instead. Save that bomb, which could be huge. Could be huge if Monster encounters a tier 2 cracked wall and doesn't have a bomb. Never mind. Just finding 3 bombs, so that situation won't happen. It's taking a trapdoor too, so chances at a blood shot for Monster have gone down to 0. Squega now as well. Barring resets, of course. And more bombs, so bombs are not a worry for the seed. Not yet, at least. Or to begin with. So, it's finding 6 bombs early on. Great to have. And that is a lock shop too. This dragon isn't in the best spot. Monster's having to... Oh, this is been balanced? Oh, but that is some great dodging of that red dragon there on Monster's end. Gets the leprechaun as well. Swatting away the monkey right on time. Oh, okay. Had a bit of a heart attack there because I thought Monster's internet went down again. But checking the lock shop, and has just 1 coin in excess to buy out the bomb charm along with the 2 full heart containers. Yeah, Squega having to back up for this red dragon. Not handling it nearly as well as Monster did, but Monster handled it so well. A lot of moving parts. More moving parts than you usually expect with the red dragon fight. Just using the bounce trap. Or dealing with the bounce trap and the skeleton, but we check flag and we have a whip. Which, of course, Monster will take. Of course. Drago will take it as well. I mean... 1 damage dagger in zone 2 isn't fun. So, at least having the damage up will maybe help, but it will also hurt because you'll just get snagged on the golems. But if you have full combos, full coin multipliers, you should be fine. Even if you do get snagged on them a lot. Squega seems to have missed out on the 1-3 lock chop. Taking a trapdoor to get out of there. I won't have the 2 heart containers. Or the bomb charm. Oh, that's a piercing whip! That's an okay ring to go with the whip! But Squega, conjuring a shovel, gets a pink shovel. So piercing whip is actually... It's still a whip, but it's not mega horrible. Monster checking black once more, and we'll keep the whip. Oh, dropping multiplier a bit there, that's fine. Yo, this piercing whip, it's putting in work. It's a fine... Piercing is a fine thing to find when you have a very snaggy weapon. snaggier the weapon, the better piercing gets. Of course, the weapon can just be absolute garbage. So what just happened there? That was Hot Coal's damage, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, the whip. Just monster. Yeah, whip isn't good. don't don't misconstrue monster's ability with whip, with how whip is, but still, piercing is a nice ring to find if you ever have to run whip. Squega getting snagged on hot coals too. Oof. Also, like breaking the glass staff very quickly, so has to run this whip. This is so bad. Oh, this is Squega Sewer. Squega will kill for that. What did Monster do? Blow up the items? Forget Bomb Charm and blow up the items? I missed that. See if this catches it. No, okay. We're getting Bomb Charm, not like this. It happens though. Very quick rotisseral kill using the glass staff has monocle to be able to see what's in the items. Boss chest, the items in the boss chest. And won't take titanium flail. Slower weapon. There is an obsidian staff just waiting though. And earth is really good. Didn't see what Squega checked? Okay, we have some staff things going on. Zone 4 staff, anyone? But Monster does have the Boots of Pain, which is a great thing to have with staff too. Get some nice juicy lunges. Also is back at full health as well. Not even gonna pick up the chicken on the floor. Doesn't need it at all. That's a Telemonkey! That's certainly a Telemonkey. Yeah, it's obsidian staff. It's lying there on 4-1. This is juicy. These staffs, these staff hits are pretty juicy. And it's like that monster will be out of zone for Squega, not too far behind though. Does have the courage shovel, so can make up some time back, but health situation isn't as good, but the protection is much better at least. So it's Coral Rift for Squega. Not getting the staff hit on the first ones. There's a way to do that so that you can react to which instruments will show up so that you get the early aggro using the staff. But I forgot already. But you can. So, having to wait for the second set of instruments. Ah, juicy staff hits. Squega's health is getting low though, has the chicken. Will likely get that on the stairs if he remembers about that, but doesn't seem to. Isn't really a reason not to unless you want to do it for iframes. But Monster is already onto Staff Dead Ringer, and it's a flawless victory using staff strats. That was so clean, actually. That was so clean. Oh, okay, just free anime for Monster now. That's so clean and fast. Unbelievable. 3 hits on the Necrodancer. Squega is opting for Japanese, bombing the last spell. But Monster will already be finishing here. There we go. Race time of 9:38. we've seen a lot of whip. Squega breaking that glass staff that early on was a bit bad, but at least, at the very tiny bit least, had the blueberry whip to fall back upon. Which isn't much, but it's something. At least it was piercing. But GG's. Yeah. You know, when races have to run the whip, it's not a good seed. Bad weapons. Necro Dancer, not Nekopara. Nekopara is something completely different. Kappa. Looks like both races are now ready. Matsu getting the Telemonkey thingy. Swing again. Not the best. Unseated. One of the few things that are unseated. Actually, so many things are unseated. Kappa. But 2-1-2 already, both races taking early trapdoor. Tier 1 cracked wall, it will be Conjurer. But both races are very poor. Don't know what Monza's trying to do here. I think just going onto the exit, clearing out some water so that after killing the Minotaur, they can just walk to the exit. Squega's doing a bit of exploring here. Or farming up, actually, for the Conjurer. Oh man, that is so smart. Getting the Minotaur onto the gold pile so that... Oh, that's a very heads-up play. Now actually has enough to check the shop and the Conjurer. And it's a Ring of Courage. Buys out the entire shop, also has a Conjurer left over. Squega has enough for just one Conjurer. Going for armor, and it's Karate Gi. Squega going for the shovel, and it's Titanium. Monster will pick that up. Up to 2 damage. Courage, Dagger. And we're seeing Uprat as well, so... possibly gonna see some Uprat strats. And going on to the Necrodancer fight. That's just a free Ring of Peace. Monster can just opt to tap it. There we go. And then it gets a free dagger enchant. It's a Frost Dagger. Which is not what I'm looking for, but better than a base dagger at least. And it was free anyways. Oh, that's some... oh, that dragon's putting in some work here. So both races now going on in Congo 1 with very divergent builds. Despite how minimal Squega's build is, it has some good stuff already. And Squega is going to hope that this black chest is a weapon. And it is. It's a Blood Warhammer, which is okay. Monster will swap to that too. That's a Courage Blood Warhammer with damage up as well. So Monster Camp has the potential to go pretty fast with this. Much more faster than what Squega has. Look at it. Oh man. It's just ripping apart the enemies. Darkness too, but I think Monster will like to keep this Ring of Courage. Jewel Dagger in the shop. Monster's gonna give up Courage. There is stuff in the shop that they want. Heavy Glass Armor. Gonna swap off. Interesting choice, but does have Darkness now. So, makes sense. And once again, we see the Blueberry Whip. Oh, that is good play right there. Just selling the Ring of Darkness. So, Dagger, Heavy Glass. Spilled seems to have completely flipped. Squega has to run the Blueberry Whip again. Uh-oh. It's the same whip. It's not even a different whip. It's the same whip. That's insulting. Sure, the food shop would have been fine for Monster as well. Pretty much no matter what it was, it would have been fine. That is insulting! That's evil! Why? Oh, come on. Oh, come on! Just... Here, have a glass jaw as well. A karate gi. This is unbelievable. Now Squega has to run this Blueberry Whip in Zone 3 again. It's happening again. This shit never happened. But it's happened twice. This... Oh my. It's not even piercing this time. At least last time it was piercing. Now it's not even piercing. At least there's peace. Meanwhile, Monster's just raking in the spells. Hey, do you know what whip makes easy? Core Riff. Not much else. Bosses. The bosses are actually pretty easy. They aren't fast, but they're easy. Oh, hey, Monster just gets a potion too, you know? Just... Why not? No. Titanium Broadsword. Just to rub it in, here's a base Broadsword as well. Yeah, Monster's just tearing through these floors. Great use out of piercing with the rat. Just piercing through things. I think that was a throw in the wrong direction, but luckily the dagger wouldn't go that far. That was a confused throw. Why throw? I don't know. That could have been also a misinput. But I mean, wait, throwing up would actually be a bad idea, so that's probably a misinput, and then, like, the best direction you throw would be down, so that you can actually pick the dagger up. Who knows? Okay, good blast helm there on Squega's end. But we'll have to call off the potion to get out of that. Some heavy plate for Squega. Doesn't have the time to kill, I don't think. Monster's already on 5-3. Got the darkness. So, we'll just go. Yeah, Yeah, that zone 5 just disappeared for Monster. And Squega gets Squega suited. I'm sure hoping for a better weapon. Oh, come on. What is this? What is this Deadringer though? It's 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 the around the world Deadringer strat. You go around and hit all the bells. Well, this has been extremely cursed for Squega. Well then, you have uprat strats, which is Pog. Early first hit on the Necrodancer there. I think I'm starting to be a fan of uprat. That early first hit is actually super cool. Oh, okay, that's a big Necro Bomb for Monster, but that will be the last hit on the Necrodancer. But gosh, that variance was very cursed. Do you do uprat too? I think uprat is fine. You don't do the quick hit. So like why put it up? Up is fine. Like there's very few wrong familiar placements like Snow Bro down or Shop Bro down. Shop Bro down is probably the worst one by far. Anywho, I don't mind where you put your familiars. I think Matt usually saves more time. Shop down good, don't at me. I think it was right. Because didn't really have much to do with courage. Used with courage, I mean. I had the dagger, which is fine, but you want something better than just the dagger. The Warhammer is also fine, but it's a 1 damage Warhammer, so eh. Monster's gonna do a quick reset of the game because it's starting to be a bit laggy. Yeah. Familiar placements. With wherever you'd like. I'm not gonna stop you. But I'm a fan of Right Rat. Because it has alliteration. That's the only reason. Don't know what you did to deserve these whips. I don't know either. Got cursed. The blueberry whip curse. Feels bad, man. But both races are now ready. Oh, let's go. Good luck, have fun. Hopefully, Squega doesn't get stuck on a blueberry whip this time, or any whip for that matter. Immediate trapdoor? So Squega will just hop down that, but we'll do an extra dig and find this red chest. We'll have sunglasses. Early damage up is pretty nice. Royce is doing a bit more searching around here, finding an extra bomb out of this crate mimic. I don't think Monster realized that that was a mimic because of the sunglasses. So taking a hit there. Transmute scroll. For Squega. That's also King of Darkness. But that won't really do too much here. This is a top full of weapons. Both races will kill though for the drum. And Monster finding him, so we'll be able to heal back up, but where's the blood drum? It's gone. Right. Picked up Transmute Scroll and used it. I guess did that just to have items to transmute, but... Oh, it's kicking Freddy out of the shop! This is so... This is so cool. Like... that... I don't know why that's so funny. Like, Freddy's like... getting booted out of his own shop, and is like, great, now I can't enforce my prices. That's not something you see every day. Oh, and Squega just gets a pink shovel too. And automatically... Not automatically, already has a weapon that's not a whip. So... it's looking pretty good. Lots of build convergence here, but the pink shovel is a pink shovel. The shovel of pinkness. So, pretty even now. Courage shovel though. Courage shovel. Using the glass shovel. No, Monster, please. Monster's internet. Please, don't drop. Nope, it's still fine. No, maybe not. It seems to be stuck in a loop. I think Monster's internet just went down. Uh-oh. Yeah, it did. Well, that sucks a lot. Monster's internet just went down. Dun, 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 dun. Squega actually finds good items for once, and then in before they reseed into another blueberry whip seed. I'd be super sad if that happened. But that will never happen. That's so unlikely. It will never happen, right? 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 No? Okay. think we'll probably reseed again if we're both okay with it. Looks like they're both okay with it, so... Yeah. We're probably gonna reseed this. What is... This is so cursed. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This can't be happening. Squega finally gets... doesn't get whipped. And then it doesn't even matter. That is tragic. Ugh. I'll be right back then. I'll go grab some water. Oh, GG. It doesn't count. How do we know Monster didn't just rage quit forever from this race? We don't. Monster wouldn't do something like that though. Unlet, no. I guess. Can go back to this scene. So yeah, I guess. Talk about what's coming up. Looks like there's a race between SCC and Kylaria. Kylaria. Yes. I remembered. On Riff's channel, so. Probably going over there after this race. Catch some more racing action. Once his internet is still down. Uh-oh. Not like this. Uh, technical difficulties. Please. There we go. People aren't confused about what's happening right now. I think... Oh. Once his internet is back. What's up? What's up? Alright, maybe I should try an exclamation mark. Okay, no, that seems like I'm excited for it. Never mind. Technical difficulty. Is that grammatically correct? I don't think so. He gets the point across, that's what matters. Difficulties. Oh, difficulties. Thank you. There we go. Both races are ready? Very unfortunate that we weren't able to run that last seed, because I was setting up to be an actual good race instead of being just Squega gets stuck on Blueberry Whip again. Some of the mods you see people use are funny and cool. There's a rule in CoNDOR races that you're only allowed to replace 3 things with a mod. Of course, Monster doesn't follow it, but like, but like that, like Monster's actually just breaking the rules, but it's fine. Staff doesn't really enforce it. Which is, the 3 things you can replace are the Cadence Sprite, the Clone Sprite, and the Dorian Sprite. Everything else you are not allowed to touch as per the rules. But we have a multitude of changes for Monsters mod. But anywho, we got a race. Golden Rapier, Obsidian Armor, and a Blood Drum. Absolute build convergence here. 2 seasons with no shopkeepers singing. Audio should be fine. Like, they don't care about any audio changes. In terms of visual changes, though, only those 3 things, because audio doesn't really affect like screen watching stuff from going on. So I'm pretty sure that's like actually fine. I know Monster has like a bunch of like audio changes that are actually pretty funny. If you want to open Monster's stream and get a sample for what Monster is hearing when he plays the game, you can. So, that's a great weapon, though. There's a race going on, by the way. Both races will manage to pick that up, which is nice. We're not gonna have another Blueberry Whip situation, I hope. We're very unlikely to. Squega. Finding a magic carrot won't be able to get any extra health out of that, but we'll manage to heal 1 heart after using a blood drum to break that open. A total of half a heart profit. In the shop will be a blood shovel. So, good find for Monster. There's a ton of bombs in this zone too. And a transmog for Squega, trying to find the pink shovel again, and will actually find it. Also finds the Squega suit, and also gets a torch transmute. So, good value out of that Ring of Charisma. It's usually a ring that's pretty bad. Monster will be able to pick out the same items anyways. For the same price, minus the torch, of course, but the torch isn't really that much. Yeah, Square's putting up a pace here. Monster down to half a heart, but failed by the heal spell. And in them juicy stair heals. This is a layout. Or 3-3. But yeah, having to back up and go around. But we'll make it to the exit. A pretty good push. Monster's just gonna go in and... Yeah, it's a nasty exit for 3-3. Vega took a lot of time dealing with that, but... Didn't die, is the thing. There. Alright, this is 3-3, handles the trapdoor room. And then... yeah. That's pretty rough. That's a ton of bats. That's like... why are there so many bats? For Squega here. That's a luck charm at least, but... gosh, I don't think you often see that many bats on the screen at once. When you play Necrodancer. It has to have been up there with the most bats I've ever seen on the screen at once, with CoNDOR Zoom enabled. Oddly specific, but... that's a lot of bats. Anywho, Squega has solid, decently safe. Could do with more heart containers, but has heal spell, has a Squega suit, and has a lot of time. So those three things combined should make this pretty safe. But it still could be better. Like, just crack open the statue. Oh, Shovel Strength. So yeah, we'll swap off to that. That's a pretty good find. Knowing that he needs to play safer now instead of going fast. I'll put the Rapier at least 3 damage. 3-5 Rapier. So doing at least 3 damage is good. Has an Earthquake scroll to make Dead Ringer very safe too. Monster's just vibing in Zone 1. So 12 bombs to Squega. Lots of bombs from Zone 2, and they kind of just kept piling on. So, Monster just chilling. And that's also extra heart containers. So, even more safe now for Squega. Nope, diligently checking shops. The Tier 3 cracked wall has the potential to be a food shop. And it is the food shop, has a lot of bombs and pulse spell to be able to kill a shopkeeper. Oh, and it's ham too, so... barring an absolute freak accident, it's looking very, very good for Squega. All 10 hearts. Went from 3 hearts going into Zone 5 to being able to heart throb. Completely filled out 10 hearts. Always very nice to see. Even better than finding a potion, even. In general. This potion would only give you 3 more hearts instead of 7. And checking purple before going on to the Necrodancer. We'll find a Fear Scroll. Which is fine. What's... Oh! Just fearing the Necrodancer off the stage, that's pretty funny. Last hit. 9.5 hearts, 3.5 hearts in Dorian. Very comfortable. GG, Squega taking the last point of the set.